So welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video, guys. And yeah, finally, the chapter is out. And this chapter is mostly about Taiju. We now know why he joined this battle and what his purpose was. But this chapter was too short. We have no information on who the other characters are fighting with. However, regardless of all this, I still like this chapter. Because I will always be interested to know the backstory of some of the characters. It gives more depth to the story and character. But this flashback is just 2 pages. This chapter mostly focused on Taiju's fight scenes. Also in this battle, his opponent is the legendary duo. I think this is going to be insane. So before we talk about that, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. So in the previous chapter, Taiju came to the battlefield and ended up helping Takemichi. There have been many speculations about this matter since then. Who called him to battle? The answer to this is very obvious. Of course, someone in the Toman gang must have invited him to this battle. Many people said it would be Mitsuya. Yeah, he is. Mitsuya was the only person in contact with Taiju after the Christmas conflict. So that makes sense. The chapter begins with the 2 of them talking about this battle. It looks like Mitsuya invited Taiju to a particular place. But Taiju has still come to see him. It shows us that he has definitely changed since the Christmas conflict. The reason I say this, after the Black Dragon arc, we didn't often see Taiju in the story. He helped Takemichi in the future. But we know nothing about what happened before that. Just like character of Kazutora. He also helped Takemichi in the future. But he is in jail at this timeline. That's why we need flashback scenes like this. We don't even know whether Kazutora's sentence was reduced or not. So I hope we get flashback scenes of some of the characters in the upcoming chapters. Mitsuya says this battle is going to be heartbreaking. I mean, Mikey is their friend. But Mikey hurt all of them. We all know why he did that. But Draken trusted Mikey. He thought there was a reason behind Mikey's actions. Now he is gone. Only the Mitsuya and Takemichi and Toman gang can fulfill his wish. He always wanted to help Mikey. But they still don't know how many casualties will occur in the process. So yeah, defeating Mikey is not an easy task. But before that, they have to defeat the members of his gang. For that they need more reinforcements and more support. Otherwise, they would not even be able to touch Mikey. So asking Taiju for help is really a great idea. In my opinion, he is a really strong character. But some people underestimate him. He had trouble when he was fighting against Takemichi. But we know about that whole situation. Now you can see a lot of difference. When you compare this with the picture that introduced him to the series for the first time. He has completely changed. But as expected, Taiju had no reason to engage in this battle. He is not going to get anything out of it. Like Mitsuya's answer. But Mitsuya says, don't you want to witness it? The battle between Takemichi and Mikey. And I want to say one more important thing here. Everyone thought Mitsuya would die in this battle. Because Ken Wakui-sensei shared this picture on his Twitter account. But this photo now appeared in chapter 259. You can see it here. So yeah, Mitsuya is likely to be alive until the end of this battle. Now back to the chapter. So those words of Mitsuya catch his attention. I don't understand anything about this content. But everyone in the Toman gang has more faith in Takemichi. And they even believe that he can beat Mikey. I don't need to say this. But we know how strong Mikey is. Even the strongest characters introduced in the series lost to him in the fight. But when Taiju was fighting with Takemichi, he saw how stubborn and relentless he was. Taiju may have thought that Takemichi could win this battle. It's like a movie to him. As he says this, I've got front row tickets to see Takemichi beat up Mikey. When someone like Taiju, who is stronger than Takemichi, says this, my interest in the fight between Mikey and Takemichi grows even more. Eventually, everyone found out that Taiju had joined this Toman gang. Here we can see the reaction of the whole Toman gang to that. Takemichi is totally shocked to see him. because he did not know that he would come to this battle. Mitsuya is smiling now. Reinforcements have finally arrived for the Toman gang. So it gives them morale. Hakai is the one who is most shocked to see him. He knew very well about his brother. They once fought with each other and now working in the same gang under one person. So it makes sense. And the reaction of these three tells it all. They know very well about Taiju. Koko and Inupi have been with him for many years. So he works under Takemichi, which surprises them. Finally, we can see both Wakasa and Benkei here. They talk about Taiju. The interesting thing is that they already know about Taiju. I think they know about the leaders of all generations of the Black Dragon Gang. Because after the first gen was disbanded, the name of the Black Dragon Gang began to be tarnished. After Shinichiro, other individuals and gang leaders began to misuse it. So this is not surprising. We can see Mikey, Hanma, and Sanzu here. Looks like Mikey is irritated because he wants to end this battle as soon as possible. And I have no idea who Hanma is fighting with. But he has bruises on his face. I wonder if he is fighting with another Toman member. And Sanzu finds it very difficult to get up. He was seriously injured. But he is a very important person in this arc. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets up again and causes some confusion. He's a real threat to everyone. So it's better not to underestimate him. Because he knows about time leap. So he is likely to do something unexpected. So the Kanto Manji gang is also starting to struggle against them now. But this panel made me laugh. Not gonna lie, whenever I read this dialogue. It's so much hilarious for me. Taiju calls him captain. Seeing Taiju like this. To be honest, it just hits different. I never thought we would see a scene like this. But he says, there is no one that can beat Mikey but you. I think we talked about this page in my previous video. I stated my opinion on this in that video. I mean, Takemichi is unlikely to beat Mikey. Mikey has not worried about anything since the beginning of this battle. And at the same time I do not underestimate Takemichi. But he needs to find a way on how to defeat Mikey. I hope Ken Wakui-sensei handles that fight well. Because most people are waiting for this fight. I think Mikey and Takemichi will face each other in the next chapter. Because Taiju has already destroyed half of the Kanto Manji gang. Like us, Hakai is surprised to see it. He never fought for others. Seeing Taiju like this was new to us too. But as Mitsuya said, he just wanted to return the favor. We all know now why Taiju took part in this battle. I like Taiju fighting for his friends. Like Koko said, we have not seen Taiju fighting for a while. Now it looks so crazy. But we are not all waiting for this. We were waiting for Taiju's biggest fight. This page is crazy. I like the way Ken Wakui-sensei drew this. We are finally going to see the fight of 1st Gen versus 10th Gen. Of course, this is going to be insane. And this is a 2 versus 1 fight. We know how crazy this is. Taiju makes fun of them. It was so hilarious. I am very ready for this fight. I can't wait for Saturday. Because this fight is going to be peak. Demon versus Legends. So let us know below who you think will win this fight. But I will definitely support Taiju. Apart from all this, let me know in the comment section what you would like to see in story. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And good luck to all.